진짜 써봐. So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The shot's on! That's got him rattled. Just about enough on that, but all at the expense of a corner. Neymar! He's scored!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Neymar with a predatory goal.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, that lifts some of the pressure, but they need to maintain their work rate. It's been very good up to now.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Out to the left it goes. And he's straight offside.
Good call, he was just behind the last defender.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. He's away! And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Abate goes long and forward. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Manchester United suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, it can be very hard to regroup and work your way back into the match, but they've got time.
Looks to slip it through. He's had a go! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, when you go one-on-one with the keeper, you can't afford any indecision, and that was decisive and clinical. Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
So what now? Plays it out to the wing. Lacazette. Lovely feet. Lacazette. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. And he's cut it out. Skrtel tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, good interception. Neymar. Chance! It's come loose. Aimed long and direct. No, not this time.
And it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Krychowiak looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's good intervention. Things could have got far worse than that. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Another piece of really good defending. Tries a through ball. Shoots! They are rampant! And surely that settles Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough, and in that instance, it was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. It's in! Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Manchester United are trailing here with the first half almost done. Lacazette takes a look up. Lacazette delivers. Meets it first time! Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. That was travelling. Keeper's ball. Now the pass. That's a promising ball. Going for goal! It's anyone's ball. He's looking to get there first.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Needed a better pass there. The whistle goes for half-time. The action is back underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Pumps it upfield. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Forwards. Tries the route one option. A chance! He's had a shot! Krychowiak brings the ball forward. Oh, he's broken through. Just the keeper to beat. Krychowiak. In for the follow-up. Fantastic from Lacazette. What about that, Jim Beglin?
I think when you can see the goal like that, the manager has to start questioning his personnel, because to allow someone into that position, totally unmarked, I think that's reckless in the extreme, I really do.
Who's going to make this theirs? Hits one! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, that's the kind of break that can do a lot of damage. It just lacked the finish to be a great counter-attacking strike. It was so direct.
Now it's Neymar. That's good progress he's made on the ball.
It's never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of himself.
Crunching tackle. Belts one. Manchester United haven't made a substitution yet. Looking to shoot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, at least they've given themselves some hope with a shot from distance, but the keeper will welcome those all day. That's not going to trouble him.
Skirtle. Goes on a charge down the left. Skirtle doing well down the left. Now, what are his options? Ball's loose, who's getting there? Manchester United can count themselves very lucky there. They looked fragile. Krychowiak comes out on top in a really physical duel. It's a forceful run down the right, but he's short of options now. Neymar is fouled. Neymar looking to play it into the box. It's bounced back off the post. Into the last quarter of an hour. Neymar. Oh, that's neat. Neymar. Lovely bit of skill. It's Neymar! Great leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, the defender was stuck to him like glue, but he got his efforts away. It wasn't quite enough, though.
Played it short, and it's Abate. Goes for goal! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Now it's Neymar. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence. Spoon forward. Passes it through. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Forward it goes. Neymar. Can he find a finish now? What about it? They are running riot! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar. time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the only thing I can say about that is they've been taught a bit of a lesson here. It's horrible to...
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. And here we have Manchester United against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Laic pumps it forwards. Keeper's ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the keeper turns it behind. Good hit, kept the keeper honest. just off target.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success. Oh, this has been such a positive approach from them in the early part of this game. Everybody is programmed to get forward, and despite a couple of failed attempts, they are the better side.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's Laic!
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
He's gone for it! Decent enough try.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and you have to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Błaszczykowski. Manchester United looking really energetic early on. It is a high press. It's a good-looking cross. Costa! Another save.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
And out to safety. Now the pass. How about it? Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest. Just a bit short on adventure. Now it's Laic. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Laic has been menacing, and when you get a defence that's beginning to look a little bit disjointed, then he's exactly the type of character that's going to punish you, and he did exactly that.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, that lifts some of the pressure, but they need to maintain their work rate. It's been very good up to now.
Błaszczykowski. That's really nice. Now, what next? It's come loose. Puts it into the middle. It's Costa! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Błaszczykowski! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, with him being under pressure from a couple of opponents, I thought he showed real determination to get some sort of attempt at goal, and we have to give him credit at least for that.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Now it's Costa. Costa. It's Costa! Superb from Diego Costa! And they are disappearing out of sight.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Manchester United grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Cuts it out. Manchester United in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
There he is, making his presence felt.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Tries a long pass towards the front. Blaszczykowski. Laic tries to stroke it through. Looking to force his way through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Now it's Blaszczykowski. Blaszczykowski floats one over. Costa! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
That was just fractionally offside.
Griezmann. Looking up to see who wants it. Aimed in towards the centre. Diego Costa. It's Costa! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, he read the situation really well, but just couldn't apply the finish.
Laic, he's off on a marauding run. Oh, chance here! No mistake! And surely that settles it. Jim, your thoughts?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Manchester United take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
Blaszczykowski. Now it's Blaszczykowski. It's a forceful run down the right, but he's short of options now. Chance! Has a shot! Manchester United get dipped into their subs. And it's Griezmann. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Fine defending there. Tries a through ball. Goes for goal! Back of the net! Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Manchester United get it back again. And the follow-up! That's a half-decent try. Good clearance and very necessary. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Błaszczykowski. Laic, looks like a good ball through.
Look, he's not going to need an invitation to smash one from that sort of range, and I just think it's risky business for a team to just sit there and watch him pull the trigger like that. It could fly in the top corner.
Loose ball, who's going to get there? Griezmann. Looks to thread it through. He's played him through. What a save! Terrific reactions! Gets up to head it! And that would have been game, set and match.
And if they don't get the job done from here, he'll look back on that moment and know he should have made it a 3-goal cushion. Should have finished things off.
It through, and he's made sure that that won't get through. It's a loose ball.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there, didn't even give him the space or the room to turn, and I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
It's Laic! Oh, the ball's come, and more, and more, and more! Laic was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate, and we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. And it's Laic. Looks to slip it through. Oh, he's not going to get that. Spoon forward. Griezmann. Laic. Laic. Looks to dink one in. Laic! Really well taken goal. They are running riot. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, we've just seen intelligent football from intelligent footballers. That's honed on the training ground and lovely when it comes off on match day.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal.
And that's that. Manchester United had no answer. Second best in every department and correspondingly well beaten. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.